Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. So there are some new top teams for the Azura Ravage Rum for the Aurora squad, and we're going to be going over the infographic made by the Yapala Discord. I'll leave a link to the Discord in the description of this video as well. Okay, so for the first overall team, as you guys see here, if you're going to go for Harak Fresto combo on Team 1, there is a new top team from Frosty. You're going to want to have the Sturdy Charms onto Fresto. And here's going to be the positioning. Real Fresto is in the back, buffed up by Sonya, and Illusion in the upper right. Otherwise, you can see the positioning of the other heroes here. This is with the Star Bless spell. And if you want to know the charms of all of the heroes, basically, the recommended charms are going to be on the top banner here. The only exception is what is written here, which is Fresto will want the Sturdy charms. The other heroes will be on their standard. And that usually means Blast charms for Hugin. Generally, Hugin will have the Blast charms for most of the teams. Now, if you're going to go for an Alicent on Team 1, there are two different options. However, largely for the majority of players, it is going to be the team on the left, which is doing the best. And you're going to have, as you see here, Hugin in front of Alicent, Alicent in front of Faye. It will be with the Aerostorm spell, and then you have the two Zany turrets up here. These are some alternative formations, like some people have this second Zany turret behind her, but you can run with this as well. And that is basically the team. You can swap out Faye for Rowan if you want to use Faye on team number 2. And again, these are going to be the recommended charms for the whole team. Faye will want to have the Arcane charms, Alicent with the Arcane, Zany with the Gale. However, Titanic is also working on Zany, actually. But yeah, for the most part, you can't go wrong with these charms. And then there's a secondary Alicent team you can try for team number 1. You can see if it does better for you. It's just a bit of a modified formation. Then next up, we have, if you want to go for a Fresto Alicent combo team on team number 1, this is going to be the team lineup. Real Fresto in front of Zany, Illusion in front of Sonya. This is with the Impaling spell. And if you want to go for just a Perseus or Sinbad team on team number 1, because if you don't have Alicent, you don't have Harak, then this is the more budget, free-to-play friendly team. Real Fresto in front of Rowan, Illusion in front of nothing. And you can run Perseus up front, or you can run Sinbad. Perseus is better than Sinbad, assuming you have Perseus built. But if you don't, you can run Sinbad here as well. They will both work with the Star Bless spell. And then finally, there's actually a Corrin team. Corrin is making a comeback. Corrin being buffed up by Sonya. Real Fresto also buffed up by Sonya. Illusion right up in the front. And this is another good team you can run. Free-to-play team option out there. Now, to recap the charms, we'll just recap it, and we'll recap it again at the end of the video. But Fresto, generally sorcery charms, but sturdy for this overall top Harak Fresto team. Harak with the balance charms, Arcane onto Alicent, Butcher Krynai, but we haven't seen Krynai yet, Gale or Titanic Zany, Overload Merrily, Blast or Mystic, Hugin, although Blast generally is better, Arcane onto Kulu, Arcane onto Sonya, Gale onto Sinbad, Sorcery onto Rowan, Arcane onto Faye, Arcane onto Perseus, and then the Resolute Charms onto Corrin. Okay, now for the team number 2, it will depend what you're running on team number 1, and it will also depend which heroes you have built up. So the more pay-to-win team number 2 is the overall most pay-to-win is this first one here. This is the overall best pay-to-win comp with the Harak Fresto on team number 1, and then you run this Alicent, Kulu, Krynaya team number 2 with Impaling spell. However, if you have low copies of Kulu or Krynaya, it's better for you to run this team version number 2 and run the Blood Moon spell. So you run the Blood Moon spell with this team number 2 with low copies of Kulu, Krynaya, and then it's just a bit of a modified formation compared to team number 1, and that is better for the low copied players out there. If you want to go for a Harak Fresto Krynaya comp on team number 2, this is your option. For example, if you're running Alicent on team number 1, you can run Fresto, Harak, Krynaya team number 2 if you have them, and Illusion Fresto in front of Lucia and Real Fresto in front of Harak. And this can work even at low copies of Krynaya. And then Harak Fresto, this is if, for example, you don't have Krynaya at all and you want to go for a Harak Fresto comp. If you have one copy, low copies of Kulu, you're going to want to run team number 2, which is Illusion Fresto in front of Harak, Real Fresto in front of nothing, Kulu on the left. If you have a built-up Kulu, like maybe Mythic Plus, Supreme Plus, then you're going to want to run team number 1. And there's Real Fresto in front of Harak, Illusion in front of nothing, Kulu in front of Elucia. This is with the Star Bless spell. There we have that. And now for the more free-to-play team number 2s, these are all the different versions you can run depending on which heroes you have left over after you've selected your team number 1, right? Because that is going to be the differing factor. So the one of the best ones is the Zany, Merrily, Faye team version. If you have these heroes available. But if you're, for example, running Zany in team number 1, then you can run some of these other ones. If you're not running Hugin in team number 1, you can use Hugin, Merrily, Rowan with the Impaling spell. You can even replace Rowan with Faye here. Or if, for example, you're running Hugin, you're running Zany in team number 1, then you can run this team number 3, which is going to be Corin, and then you have Merrily behind Tessio, and then Rowan behind Merrily. So Corin really making the comeback. And if you don't have Corin built, you can run Sinbad, but Corin is better than Sinbad. So this is an interesting thing. Corin is making sort of his comeback because he is a true damage dealer at the end of the day, and he is going to be slightly better than Sinbad for some of these teams. And then finally, there's a team 3. This is with the Perseus, and then you have the Starblast spell. Hugin in front of Perseus, Perseus in front of Faye, if you have that. But basically, that is it. That is a full rundown, full recap of all the top teams you can run today. Of course, there are a lot of teams because it depends which heroes you have built up, and then you'll have to select your optimal team 1 and team 2. And we talked about the combos. The overall best pay-to-win combo is this Heroic Forester team. Sturdy Fresto, and then this Cryonaya Alisa team. But that's if you have all heroes built up. Otherwise, if you have low copies of Cooler Cryonaya, you're going to run team number 2. If you don't even have them at all, then you can run one of these versions over here. And run Alicent on team number 1, because Alicent team number 1 is also really strong. So anyway, hopefully this rundown is helpful for you, and you're able to get your top score today. If there's any other team that worked for your charm lineup you want to recommend, feel free to share that in the comments section. Because even though this does cover the probably best in slot charm, like I said, there are some debates about Titanic Zany and other various things, so you guys can let me know. But anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. That's gonna be it for this video. Good luck today, and if you think about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.